Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sadie and today I'm finally going to be reviewing and testing out the brand new Beauty Bay Firey 2.0 palette. Admittedly I've never had the first one because, let's be real, I never was attracted to buy it. But yeah, we're going to be trying out this absolutely stunning colour story. So yeah, if you like so done this look, then keep on watching. And before we carry on, it'll help me out a lot if you subscribe to my channel, so don't forget to hit that down below and hit your notification bell. A lot of people ain't getting my videos at the moment, so please don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload. Alright, I've primed my eyes with, oh, I'm dropping it. I'm actually trying for the first time the Beauty Bay Eye Base. I've got the shade Base 2, which is basically what I've got all over my lid, so I thought I'd try something new when it was on offer on Beauty Bay. Oh my god, I almost just stabbed myself in the eye. I think it was like £6, so I thought why not, because I feel like I wanted to try something else apart from P. Louise, because I don't feel like P. Louise like grabs the eyeshadow underneath my eyes, so I thought we'll give that a go, especially as I'm using a Beauty Bay palette. Right, so like I said, I've got all that all over, I've blended it in. I'm using sticky tape today because I couldn't be arsed to do anything like massively technical and like cut creases and that, blah blah blah. I couldn't be asked for it, and I love what I've done. This is literally like the 5th or 6th time I filled with this palette, because I just think, I don't know, as much as I love the look of this palette, I can't click with it, if that makes sense. It's like I can click with this whole bottom 2 row and the middle, but for some reason the warms, it's just because I've gone off warms so much. But yeah, I'm finally happy with what I created. Right, the first shade I'm going to use is this shade Wine on a Royal Unland Nickel. It's just like a flat blending brush. Excuse the mess behind me. My partner has an obsession with collecting DVDs, so we've got loads. So I basically pack that onto a brush, and I'm going to pack it in the outer corner, through my crease, and sort of go upwards towards the triangle here. I feel like this is lower than that side, but I'm going to do it anyway because normally I'll either go higher. Alright, so now that I've created that shape, really nice and easy, obviously I do this look quite a lot, so if you did feel like freehanded wasn't enough, obviously just use tape, even though I'm a bit iffy with tape because it always goes a little bit creased, so it's never a straight line for me. This side came out good, I just feel like this side isn't, but oh well. Next shade I'm taking is lipstick, which is the Bright Matte Red on a Essential Crease Brush from Real Techniques. And I'm basically, well, going to just sort of pat this on like the outer part, 50-50 with that wine shade. Go upwards a little bit more. I'm also just packing the actual colour on first. The next shade I'm taking is Pumpkin, which is this bright matte on a Morphe M506, and basically do the same with the lipstick shade and just go 50-50. Really lightly put this on top. Oh, she said lightly and I've got way too much on. These two shades blend very well together. I'm going to say that out. It's very nice. Even though it's quite powdery, the orange, it does blend out really nice. Okay, so I've chucked that on quite rubbishly, but we'll blend it in better. Then I took the shade Daffodil, which is like the probably more brighter yellow of the palette. I'm going to hit pan on this because, like I said, I've failed so many times doing this palette, but this shade is so powdery, so word of warning, okay? Alright. So I'm taking that on a Royal Langnickel crease brush. This is very old, but it's very sparse and feathered out, and that's what I like about it. So I'm going to do what I did on the pumpkin shade. And you do need, this is a yellow, you do need to pack it on, so it's quite a constant dipping into the pan. I have 100% tried better yellows than this. Alright, so I've sort of laid that first layer down. I'm just going to go back in with all the colours and sort of just finesse it a little bit more. I'll be honest with the wine shade, it does create, it's sort of like the same as like any sort of burgundy does, and like in the New Romantics, where if you do stamp it on, it does sort of leave those very slight harsh lines, especially on camera. You can really, well, I can see it even from here. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm just, oh no, I did do something else actually. So I took the shade Raven, which is just a matte black, on a Spectrum 812 brush, which is sort of like a pencil brush, and I just put a very little amount of it. I say little, I've just put more than I did on the other side, on the outer part, and just a little bit more upwards along the tape, just a little bit, just like so, because I'll go back in with the two brushes for wine and lipstick and just sort of blend it in a little bit better. Please God, don't be wonky. It's a little bit wonky, but it's okay. You do get a little bit of fallout, so word of warning. Make sure you clean your face afterwards. I need to show you the daffodil shade because it's so powdery. Yeah, like I've dipped a massive hole into it because it's so powdery. But I mean, it's make do. It's not, like I said, it's not the best. I've gone weird. I really like this side more than I've done here. So for the lid, I didn't do much, to be honest with you. I did just grab a bit of eye primer, so I'm not doing like a full cut crease, but I'm just putting a little bit more primer on just so it has a little bit more to stick to, because I feel like it's too dried up. And I'm basically just gonna put some on my lid. Like I said, this is not careful. Literally just like that. Blend that in. And I am going to take that wine shade again and just blend it over the edge. Then with my finger, I was like, I thought about going in with the yellow, but this shade here, what's it called? Laces. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's like this beautiful, vibrant hot pink. So I literally just with my finger at first, chuck that all over my lid. Sorry, my child is laughing. How dare she? Oh my god, what is up with the weather? We literally went to the park, drove down the road, and it was snowing. Like, we went to the park because it was nice and sunny. Yes, it's very breezy. But I drove down the road and it was snowing. Like, what is going on? Help. I do feel like with this shade, the more I'm pressing it, the more hard panned it's going, so just to let you know. So I gotta admit, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I wish it was just a little bit more vibrant. So I picked up the shade next to it called Kisses, which has got this more like pinky peachy tone to it. And I chucked that on top because it's very light. It's more glittery than anything. And it just adds a little something to the lid. Alright, eyes are primed. And can I say, have I gone a bit too bright? Yeah. Can I just say that 100% eyeshadows will grab better underneath, so I don't think I'll use P. Louise. P. Louise is fine for the top, but for the bottom I was struggling so much for any eyeshadow to cling to it, and this Beauty Bay one has helped a lot, so I think I'm going to stick to using a different primer underneath my eyes. Obviously I know your eyes have different texture, blah blah blah, but you know what I mean. So I'm basically going to do the same as what I've done to the top to the bottom, but I'm not going to add the yellow. I think when you add yellow underneath your eyes, sometimes it just looks too muddy and it doesn't go well. So literally got the same brush, I pushed the wine shade right in my lash line. Got the lipstick shade and blended that underneath. Pumpkin shade went underneath. And then I've got the black, the Raven shade, and it went underneath as well. Whoa, that was a lot more than normal, but it's okay. It's alright, it's okay. Okay then, for my waterline, I went in with Urban Decay version, so I put it in my waterline and I tightlined it. And I did just grab the NYX matte liquid lip liquid eyeliner, done a very small line above my lid, and then I added some mascara, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Actually, I forgot to do my inner corner, so I took a Morphe M4321, which is like a pencil brush, and I took the shade Sun, which is this beautiful yellow gold. Like I said, this is very crumbly as well, so it will fall down on your face, and I popped that in the inner corner. So I'm going to take my friend Ben's eyelashes from Be Extreme in the shade Whiplash. I'm going to stick that out, do my base, and I'll come back and we'll do lips together. Okay, so that's my base done. I used Urban Decay Stay Naked. I've got the Magic Star on Magic Star powder. Beauty Bay bronzer. I actually used the Cavity palette for my blusher and highlights, and I have Lick My Glit on as well. Okay, for lippy, even though I know I've gone a bit more like pinky-ish, I really want to use a red. So I'm going to take the shade Sucker Punch, which is the one from the Blood Sugar Red Vault. Really fancy a red. Bright one too. I thought about getting a pink, but no. This is a good red. Okay then, here's the finished look, guys. I really love it. I think I'll always love pinky oranges on my eyes because it really brings out my green. I love this lip colour so much. I don't know if it'd trump Red Rum. I think Red Rum is a little bit more deeper. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think I finally got on with the palette. I don't think the palette's bad. I just think when I was recording it last time, I just wasn't in the zone, I wasn't in the mood, and I was hating everything, and I was just pushing myself too hard to create a look, and it just didn't go right. So my final thoughts on the palette. Yes, it's worth £23. I always believe that Beauty Bay palettes are always worth it, although some shades, you know, could definitely improve. Like, I absolutely love the range of this palette. When I saw it, I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, the top row is neutral, then you've got your warms, then you've got your more berry tones. This to me like is a mixture of their own other palettes, like New Romantic, Nude, and then they've got their own part, the Firey. And I'm glad they amped this up to actually look like a Firey palette, because I feel like the other one was just a bit meh. The only downfall to this palette is that there isn't a shimmery red like these ones, which I feel like, you know, like the Wisdom shade from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I feel like that would have been absolutely chef's kiss in this palette. I think we all know my feelings towards the more creamy shadows of Beauty Bay. They are nice, but I don't think they're revolutionary. Like this, I tried to do as like a highlighter. Swatch is amazing, but picks up on a brush absolutely terrible. So they are more finger pigments. Now I finally have a good look out of it, and it's not to say, like I said before, the other ones are bad. I just weren't having a good time. The more orangier shades and yellows are really fallout powdery, so just a word of warning, like I've made a good deep a good dent, that's the one, a good dent in that Daffodil shade. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pull this more so for like the bottom and the nudes. I don't think I'll go much more into oranges and yellows, just because I don't feel like it's me unless I incorporate it with pink, which I suppose is a perfect palette for it, really. They blended really well. Like I said, I think in every other palette, like the pinks, they'd always leave like a mark or a line there. Why have I got this random hair here? You are gonna ruin my photos. Yeah, pigmented, beautiful. I love the shades on the lid. Yeah, £23, you can't go wrong. I mean, I feel like Beauty Bay palettes are almost as worth it as more expensive ones, but I just feel like the expensive ones just have that little bit more of a notch. But for £23, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Before you go, please don't forget to give me a nice big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like makeup tutorials. It'll help me out a lot. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.